on you since the start of our careers. When I think the first time we played that was in Ozfest 2000, Mansfield, Mass. There goes my voice again. But we played that with Pantera, Incubus, Queens of the Stone Age, obviously Ozzy Osbourne, Soulfly. God, there's so many. There were so many great bands that year. Let's see who else. Okay, happy birthday, Matthew. Okay, Israel, can't get enough. I know we had an amazing time out there. I actually flew my kids out there, and my ex-wife and my niece all came out to Israel to come do some sightseeing with me at the end of that tour. California on here. Okay, I'm falling behind on these comments. Let me scroll through. Hope everyone's doing good. Enjoying your start of the morning for most of you. I'll give you that view again. Everybody working hard down here. That's the unsung heroes, all these men and women who are the first ones in, last ones out, every single day, every concert. Working hard. They don't always get the credit, but we all need to be thankful for them because we need them to put on these shows, and we need you guys too, obviously. So thank you for all of you that have come out on the Take Back Your Life tour this summer. It's been an amazing run for us with the Breaking Ben guys and with Ginger. It's been awesome. And for those of you who haven't heard, our Raleigh, North Carolina show has been rescheduled for September 6th, and Wage War will be supporting us on that show. We had it canceled because of tornadoes that rolled through about a week and a half ago or whenever that was, and tornadoes rolled through, and then the storm passed kind of quick, but then there was lost power to the venue, so nothing we could do about it. So we were able to reschedule that and tag this on to the end of this original run, so it'll work out for us. So excited to have Wage War joining us. I just got a message from their drummer this morning, because he was pretty excited to know that we would be doing the show, as are we. So it should be an awesome time. Big fan of those guys, big fan of that album. Let's see who else is on here. Last night, what did we play for our Audible in the set list? Why am I drawing a blank? It's too early. All these days are running into each other now. But we played... What the hell did we play? What was our Audible? I can't tell you what tonight is. There's a couple, because every show we've been trying to change it up and add a different song in the set and digging deep in the catalog and playing stuff that we haven't played in many years. So it's been a lot of fun, and having to go back and relearn these songs. So we have a little practice room at the venues, and we'll go with a little electronic drum kit and just a small amp, and that we'll just kind of go back and relearn these songs and pick which one we're going to play for the night. Oh, we did Open Your Eyes last night, that's it. So we haven't played that one in a while, but that was a #1 single for us, back off the Immortalized album. Okay, well, let's see what other question. Okay, Australia on here. We were actually talking about you guys yesterday with management. It's been too long. We haven't been by you guys in a while, so since well before COVID. So hopefully we can figure something out with coming over there again. Let's see. Yes, somebody asked if Schecter can make a blue model of my guitar. They actually have. I have that in my arsenal of guitars. It just hasn't made it into rotation lately because we have a few different rigs. I have 3 different rigs, guitar rigs, and backups. So a lot of times, if the distance is too far, sometimes we'll send the backup gear, a B rig and a C rig, ahead of time. Especially if we do overseas stuff, instead of flying everything, which can be an outrageous cost. Sometimes it's just thrown on a boat. We slow boat it over to another country. This is, so let's see if I can see a couple more questions.
Be here in a minute.
I know I probably overstay my welcome on this thing because I'm fairly new at doing the Instagram live thing, so I always probably stay on longer than than I should be. Let's see. Yeah, music therapy is the best. What do we got here? Any more questions? Any more requests for the deep catalog tracks? I want to know what you guys want to hear us play live. I mean, we probably have about 200 songs in our catalog, and unfortunately, over the years, there's a lot of songs we don't get to because obviously that's a good problem to have. But we're always going to have The Sound of Silence and Down with the Sickness and The Game and Stupefy and all these tracks that we play every show. But it's nice for us to finally dig deep and bring out some of these other songs on this tour that we haven't played in years. Like I might have mentioned a few days ago, like we did Just Stop, we did Open Your Eyes yesterday, we've done Fear, Dropping Plates, the Vengeful One has been on a short rotation, Voices, Meaning of Life, Another Way to Die, The Animal. Let's see what else. I know there's been some requests for Shout. We haven't played it forever. There's been requests for Forgiven, for Decadence. Okay, I see somebody saying Warrior. We did play Warrior a couple weeks ago. Maybe less than a couple weeks ago. So that was a fun one to bring back. Remnants, Into Asylum. That's been a while. We haven't played that one since well before COVID. And so we did Perfect Insanity recently, which was great to play. That was an old school track for us. So we haven't played Divide yet. But that was Perfect Insanity and Divide were 2 early songs that we wrote when we first became a band. So for those of you who might not know the Disturbed background, we formed in 1996, and I'd say somewhere in the late 90s we originally wrote Perfect Insanity and Divide, and then they kind of got lost in the shuffle of other tracks, and we didn't do anything with them. And then a few years later we brought them back and recorded them. And maybe you can help me out. What album did we put it out on? It came after, well, it was definitely after 10,000 Fists, which was our 3rd album. So it was probably either an Asylum or, see, I'm already forgetting. So if somebody can help me out, is it on Indestructible, or are you asking about this? So Divide and Perfect Insanity. So maybe it was on Indestructible. I'm drawing a blank. It's hard to remember freaking 200 songs and all the albums that they came out on, but it's definitely somewhere in the middle. Okay, somebody's telling me now it was on Indestructible. Okay, so I was right. Thank thank you for your help. The night, we played it once, I think, on this run. Yeah, that's always a fun one to play. One of my favorite guitar solos to play. Let's see, Liberate. Yeah, we played it earlier on this tour. It's a fun, energetic one for us. Let's see, a couple more questions or requests, and I'll pass it along to the guys and see what we could throw in there next. Somebody asking again, Jackie's asking if we're coming to Australia. Can't make any promises, but you're definitely part of the conversation. We had some of our management at the venue last night, had a quick little meeting, putting in some of our requests on trying to make things happen and logistically. And Australia is definitely one we would love to come back. We just got to see if we can make it happen. Talk to the promoters and try to get back there soon to help. So somebody's asking, who is your favorite guitar player? I'm assuming that's what you meant. There's so many great players out there now. I don't really have a favorite, but I grew up just trying to take a little bit from all the greats, you know, from Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, Jimmy Page. I mean, yeah, they're all the obvious ones because they're all amazing and they're all innovators. Tony Iommi. I have an older brother and sister. I kind of, grew up listening to a lot of music they listened to, and then my neighbors, my neighbor across the street, his parents listened to Black Sabbath and Dio, and then I had another neighbor a couple doors down and across the street. This girl, her name was Pixie. She introduced me to Van Halen back in the day. And actually, it's funny because a lot of my introductions to like harder rock music, to like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, were from girls that I knew. So there was a lot of girls in my neighborhood in Elsop, Illinois, that were into heavy metal and just hard rock. And there was this girl, Darlene Grimm, that was that I grew up with in Elsop, that I was a diehard Judas Priest fan. And that's how I was introduced to Judas Priest. Early day Metallica. I remember hearing Ride the Lightning for the first time as a kid and just blown away because I never heard anything like that. And hearing, Trapped Under Ice and Fight Fire with Fire and Creeping Death and When the Bell Tolls. And just blown away. Okay, somebody's saying come to Poland. I know we were supposed to do Gdansk in 2020, I believe, and then we obviously, when COVID hit, had to cancel that whole plan for Europe back then. We've only done Warsaw in the previous years, but we were supposed to hit Gdansk that last time. Would love to come back. Hopefully we can make that happen. Yeah, somebody's asking Dimebag. Of course, Dimebag was a huge influence and became a really good friend of ours over the years. Him and Vinnie Paul we were tight with. And actually their tour manager, Guy Sykes, who was with them forever, is actually our tour manager now. So we have a long history with some of the Pantera guys and crew. From our first time playing with them back in 2000 on Ozfest. What an amazing way to step into this world, into this the music world. And our first major big tour was that Ozfest 2000. And just I remember meeting Vinny and Dime that first day, and just immediately treating us like we grew up together, like we were brothers forever. They were just so accommodating, and every show they just insisted and demanded that we come back to their dressing room and hang with them. It was really a dream come true, and just some amazing guys. We had some amazing stories, and some of them I don't remember because many nights we were crawling back to our bus in pain after drinking the black tooth, and things got stupid back then. Lots of debauchery, lots of fun. Let me scroll through. I kind of fall behind here. Trying to see who else is on here that I recognize your names. Oops. The band No One. Okay, yeah, we got a Southsider on here. So No One. Some great friends of ours from the south side of Chicago. Our old stomping grounds, Burbank, Illinois, at Champs. J.J. Kelly's in Lansing, Illinois. Sidetracked in Lamont, Illinois, and our boys in No One were a killer band. We did a lot of shows locally together. They ended up getting a record deal like a year or two after us, and they put out an album. They did Ozfest one summer. I can't remember what year it would have been. Maybe 2001 or 2 for them. Yeah, they were a great band, great guys. I still see a couple of the guys I'm still good friends with. Okay, one more look at Jones Beecher. Some boats in the background. The beach over there. If you can see that far back. See some umbrellas and people out just hanging at the beach already. A lot of boats over there. Everybody else working their asses off. Except for our lighting guy, if you can see him, Alex, with the green hair, sitting down in the chair on his phone. This guy's killing it out here for us. He's been a huge part of the design in our production, and the light show is all him, and then just a lot of the pyro cues. It's been unbelievable. And this guy really he's doing an amazing job with us. He's flexing. All right, I'm gonna go take a walk down there. Down a ton of stairs here. I'm gonna be huffing and puffing by the time I get down there. I still can't get a good deep breath. I'm still pretty congested. The voice is still a bit scratchy. And my sinuses are still pretty fucked. When do we play in Italy? No plan just yet, unfortunately. I was just talking with a friend of mine who lives in New York City, who's from Italy and has a place in Lake Como, which is outside of Milan, who was inviting me to come to his place, but that will have to wait, and hopefully we can squeeze Italy in on the next routing that we come back to Europe, because it's been a while since we played there. Let's see where else. Yeah, I mean, I sound crappy, but I'm feeling better. Everything's kind of breaking it up and opening a lot more. So, taking the walk down. I'm gonna film my death as I trip and fall down these stairs. That would be just my luck right now. All right, Disturbed ones. I'm gonna sign off for now. Little bar area for us, and then my wardrobe case with my little practice amp down there, and then Mikey's. They had some vinyl records blasted playing in here when I walked in. And we do have a little Disturbed vinyl. I'm not even trying to promote that, but they got our Divisive album on vinyl, which I might have to pop that on because I actually haven't heard it on vinyl yet. Even though we sign freaking 100 of these a day, I still don't own one myself, which is kind of bullshit because all the good stuff we don't get, or we have to ask for it. So, but I will leave this tour with bringing a couple vinyl home. So let's see some names here. Okay, some fans that seen us last night and in Mansfield, Massachusetts last night. Massive show, great crowd, just outside of Boston. Some visitors coming in. Not sure who this is. So, a little more vinyl. Bringing some stuff in it. What's up, guys? Then we come in here. It's the other part of the dressing room. So here's a bunch of David's cloaks and stuff. David's wardrobe, John's stuff over here. And this right here, this Bluetooth speaker, is now known as the Toe Crusher, which basically about a week and a half ago on our bus in the middle of the night playing music, and John had that sitting on armrests, and the bus was kind of swerved a little bit and fell off the armrest and landed on Mikey's toe and pretty much broke his toe. So now that's now called the Toe Crusher. So his foot looked like Mr. Deeds. It was just black. By the second day it was black. So now it's a nice, lovely shade of purple. Looks a lot better than it did, but for those couple days he was definitely hobbling around. And I'm sure it wasn't easy to play a lot of those double bass parts with a broken toe, which for anybody that's ever broke a toe probably realizes those things don't heal quick, and there's nothing you can do with it. So last time I broke a toe, I think that thing hurt for about a year before I felt back to normal again. So let's see what else we got here. So they're just stocking up the fridge with some drinks. So we're at Jones Beach today. Awesome view. Let's see. Oh, I can't see out this window, but if anybody tuned in earlier, I was out in the seats in the venue, and great view. You could see the beach in the background, the ocean, and just awesome view. Very historic venue here. We played here a handful of times over the years. Okay, let's see. I'm just seeing who's joining. A little bit of a poor connection. Pause me for a minute. I'll maybe take a walk back out to the seats in a bit and show you guys the view again, because it's pretty awesome here. When did you sleep? I don't really sleep. I don't sleep much at all. I think me and David don't really sleep. We're freaking zombies all the time. That guy has the bad habit of just restless sleep, waking up at 3 in the morning and decide to get on the internet and look up useless facts in the middle of the night, or look at reels and laugh in my bunk. So I don't sleep. My voice is kind of starting to come back. What time did we leave Mansfield last night? We left about 2 in the morning. We hung out after the show for a bit. We had a bunch of friends from the Boston area to visit us, and just hung out for a bit, had a few drinks, a few laughs, and then hit the road at 2 in the morning because it was a short enough drive here to Jones Beach. So we've been here pretty early, so we're just kind of, I think, I don't know, Mike and John are probably still sleeping. They're the ones that sleep the most. David, I don't know where he's at. I think he's at the hotel. And I'm just chilling in the dressing room. So a lot of people joining on here. Let's see who else I recognize. Okay, my daughter is still reeling from the West Palm show. Yeah, West Palm was amazing. Great crowd, beautiful. I love that part of Florida. West Palm Beach was our very first Ozfest back in 2000. First show we played on Ozfest, we were playing in the parking lot at like 10 in the morning. And I remember the stage manager saying, "Okay guys, it's 10 a.m., start playing." We're like, "Well, nobody's in here yet." And they're like, "Well, they just took the first ticket at the gate, so play," and they're showing up. So I think by the end of the first song, there was already a few thousand people that were already in there. So that was the start of our launching us with Ozfest 2000, West Palm Beach. Okay, Cincinnati on here. Yeah, Cincinnati was another great one. Good after show party that night. Sean from Breaking Ben is from Cincinnati, so they had a lot of guests out that night, so we could kind of combine. A lot of times we'll combine our guests with their guests at the end of the night, have a little key night. A lot of... Okay, let's see. No, I didn't get any cannolis in Boston. On vinyl. Okay. Hey You is the first one that came out. So I guess I'll go with the first request. Here we go. I normally don't. I normally don't sit around listening to our own music, but figure since they had the vinyl player in here, might as well throw it on. Okay, here's some of the view out here. Backed up to the water. Beach over there. Okay, I'm going to sign off for a bit.